But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Put your hands in your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch it turn to a singer. Get the fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my zip the back that like a pogo. Don't do these they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. Finna got in the gently. Ain't been friends with these. When I was down, I so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm out like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lost on these new clones. Then she asked. Got a big bands like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with it, no, it's top
I got that
notch.
check into golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you. Don't cut your. Brando Javinci is white. Limited Louis that's light. Rafe in the city that's light. LED look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Miami Dolphins. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. Detroit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Flexing his muscle at the 30. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Gun, 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 gun. Gun, 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 gun. Gun, 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 gun.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Texans. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he fires Here's one that's intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Breida. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Lucky 56. Leopard.
Now back to throw. Going for his running back, and he's got him complete. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you better get a first down if you complete it. They completed it, but no gain.
The aiming point has to be beyond the first down marker where you throw the ball. 3rd and 1, you can't have anything that's even close to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you run the risk of what we just saw there, not getting the first down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they'll run it here. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, They're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
I don't know about you, but
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing, Bridgewater. Pass incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Trey Hendrickson in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. That's taken on the 25. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
Here's Breida. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Texans with a first opportunity now from the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. They just do get the play off. Now Bridgewater. He's going to float this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for the Dolphins. 48 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's
what's up, Smile?
the 30. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Love the run right there. And when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
First foray into the red zone for Miami. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Get the play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
He said he tired of wasting his time.
Delta.
Yeah, I'm a lot of stimulus.
Still Delta. Still Delta.
To throw is Bridgewater.
Wow.
Sliding out of the pocket. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this.
Check, Patriot! Patriot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to sling this deep down, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
All right, now look at 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
He's going to get it running right. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
not taking this thing. Perfect. Let me try this.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
No. Check. Patriot. Leopard. Gone.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's got it. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there as time expires in the first half. And the Texans are in for 6. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
That's perfect play. Do that shit right into the man.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space, the big guys leading the way.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Bridgewater on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Screens. No, that's DJ Dallas. Yeah, I drafted him. That's the one for me.
Play fake. Bridgewater. Going deep downfield for Ross. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To the air again with Bridgewater. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Trey Hendrickson in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be taken at the 13. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots in the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at about the 14. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So now here come the Dolphins. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And on the ground they go with a running back. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Here's Bridgewater. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 62 yards.
I already knew. They be trying to figure out how to be catching that shit. Use it.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Third and goal for Bridgewater.
All right.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Gold is able to put it through, and that trims the lead to 3. It's 9-6 now. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And here comes the Texans now. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. This is Breida. And he's got this down to the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Now look at 56.
They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
you don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! Gone! Gone!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schwartz. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. In for the score. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Washington with the catch, middle of the field. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Yes. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Shaquille Barrett coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, Bridgewater. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he gets it to Funchess, complete. 2 big plays in succession, and the Dolphins on the move. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
First down, Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Flushed out right. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. Still moving. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for the Dolphins. 48 yards. They'll try to run it in, and he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Teddy Bridgewater with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gold now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They run again with Breida. Gets past one man. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Gun! Watch him now, Barney! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop the throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They run with Breida. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. He's shoving his way inside the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. For the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Watch him now, Barney! Detroit! Over!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Davante Adams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it's a 2nd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Washington. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. Forced out to his left. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, and he
will score. Touchdown, Miami. Teddy Bridgewater, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. Gold with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gold now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Breida. And he powers his way up past the 30. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Now a toss play. It's Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Now back to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. He'll look to set up his blockers. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
Dog, it gets no better than this, bro. Y'all gotta be shitting me, man.
They'll look to throw. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, my God.
This is going to be incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. He's back to throw. And pressure there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And strong running there gets us up over the 15-yard line. And Justin Coleman brings him down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football.